Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Sheri Ann Richerson from experimentalhomesteader.com. And I've had a lot of issues come up the past few days, so I have been covering some of these topics on my daily vlog, but I wanted to stop in here too and just kind of clear the air and set the record straight. As some of you know, a couple of years ago, I got into review blogging. And it is a lot of fun, but it's not all about free products. And that's what a lot of you don't understand. Yes, I get the product for free. Sometimes I have to send that product back to the company, so I don't always get to keep the products. It depends on what it is and what the dollar amount is. But sometimes I have to pay, like I might get 99% off or 90% off or what have you. They are giving me that discount because I have to do, hi Elizabeth, hi Brenda, I have to do a lot of work for these products, okay? It's not just fun and games. It's not getting the product, oh boy, it's a free item, no, it's not even like going to the store and buying a discount item, okay? Like I said, I do get the item free most of the time, or I get it at usually between 90 to 99% off, so it usually ends up costing me a few cents. But when that product arrives, I have 7 days, okay? 2 days to ship. That gives me 5 days left, okay? In those 5 days, I have to do an unboxing video, which, okay, that's not a big deal. I put that in with my daily vlog, takes me maybe 5-10 minutes an item. It's not a big deal. But then I have to actually test the item. Hi, Leslie. Some items are really simple, like clothing, okay? Hi, Jennifer. Clothing is really simple to test because, you get a hold of it, you pull it like this at the seams, you put it in your washer and dryer, if it's a washer and dryer item, because many times it's hand wash items or dry clean only. So you have to go through and hand wash or dry clean that item because you don't want me telling you, oh, it washes great, and then you buy it. And guess what? Okay, you want to know that you can trust me and what I tell you. So I have to do the testing. And again, it's not that that's a big deal. It's just a little bit time consuming. So, like I said, clothing is really simple. You try it on, you see how it fits, Amazon will ask you, does it fit as expected? Was it a little small, too small? A lot of these clothes come from China. Their sizes are not our sizes, ladies. Let me tell you, I have measured myself so many times. I now have a chart up. But I still, even though I have a chart, and even though we have measured, I still have to remeasure myself because I'm putting on weight, losing weight. And I have to know that those clothes are going to fit me. Okay? Because if they don't, I have a problem showing those in video. I either have to find somebody that's willing to go on camera wearing the clothes, or I have to make the best of that situation. Other items, behind me on the wall. You guys see the bow and the crossbow? Okay, we have got 2 bows and 2 crossbows for review. Now, these are really cool items, but they take a lot of work. We have to assemble them because they don't come assembled. Some of you may have seen the videos of Jeff doing that. The crossbow he did the other night, I thought we was going to have to take it and get some help because he was pulling down on it and it just didn't look like it was fitting right. And then we have to take them out and we have to actually shoot them and, find out about them. Some of you saw the airbrush makeup kit I got the other night. I have not tried it yet. I wanted to today. Hi, Sarah. I'm a little bit afraid. I might turn that airbrush on and whoosh! I have an airbrush kit for cakes and cookies and stuff, but my face is a little different because, we're aiming at my eyes and things, and it's like, ooh, I'm really excited about it, but I want to do it when Jeff is here in case something goes crazy wrong. And things do go wrong. Okay, I have tried beauty products and my entire face has broke out and I have looked like a teenager. I mean, seriously. And that's a problem. You just never know when you try these products. And like I said, it's not free. I spend hours testing the products. I spend hours making the videos and doing the write-up. Amazon can be a little bit picky. Sometimes I'll do the write-up and they check it out and it might be 2 days before it shows up. All this time I'm stressing because I owe somebody a review. I know I did my job, but it's not showing. And I have these people writing me, your review is due, your review is due. Or if you're in a group, you get called out. And it's like, honest, I did it. You know, I have started screenshotting stuff, you know, because it's on Amazon's end to release it after I turn it in. Which brings me to my next point. I don't know how many of you out there are reviewers. I love you too, Sarah. But let me tell you something. I have been online on the internet since the mid-1990s. I have seen a lot of changes. And this hatefulness, hi Jessica, this jealousy, this run to Amazon and rat everybody out because you think they did something wrong. Grow up, people. Honestly, this is, like I said, kindergarten stuff. Honestly. Okay? I would hope, I know at least and I would hope the rest of the reviewers out there are doing their job properly, testing the product and writing the review to the best of their ability. Now, we don't all do video. Okay? Some people do photos. Some people don't do either. I do video because I have the capability to do video and I feel like it adds value to my review. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica is a reviewer for those of you that can't see this. To me, video adds value. I am trying to get my hands on an HP Sprout and I'm going to tell you why. I saw that in Chicago in December or January at the toy show when we was up there. It has a little platform and you set the item on it. And it does a 3D image of the item. And it has the measurements on it. And I think this would be so cool for so many items to be able to screenshot that and put that in the video with the review so that people can understand exactly what they're getting. Exactly. Because to me, it is so, so important. I don't want somebody coming back to me and saying, I bought this because you said, I've got that issue going on YouTube right now, and I'm trying to help the lady. She bought the oil press that I recommended. We did a video showing how it assembled. We did the video showing how it worked, and she's having an issue with hers with the oil not coming out. So I'm trying to help her work through that because I don't really know what's going on. Mine worked. I showed it on video. I feel really, really bad because this was a really expensive item. And so I'm trying to do my best to help her because that's what we should do as reviewers. I get questions on Amazon all the time. Hi, Brianna. All the time. You know, I write a review. They come back. They want to know something. So I try. Okay, the other thing that I have ran into, and again, like I said, the hatefulness and the nastiness just blows me away because I can't understand why people want to be like this. But it's been several months back. I got what was supposed to be a 6-foot barn door hanging hardware kit. And we got it and I was so excited. I knew exactly where I was going to put it. I took the measurements. It was going to fit. When we got it out of the box, it was not 6 feet. It was longer. I couldn't put it up in my house. Now we're redoing a room and we're going to have a place to put it up. But all I could do at that point, because you can't send review items back, and once you commit, you're stuck. So all I could do at that point was review the item for the quality of the hardware, what came in the box. You know, I couldn't say how it looked hung up. I couldn't say how well it held a barn door. You know, so I did the best I could. And I had somebody, I think it was yesterday, just ripped me up one side and down the other. What a horrible reviewer I was, and how dare I review an item when I didn't even hang a barn door on there. Excuse me. Happens, you know. I mean, I'm sorry, but it does. I did the best I could. I don't always review an item on how it works. Like, say I order, okay, my first corset that I ordered, we took my measurements. I went by the chart on Amazon. It said I needed a 4X, and I'm like, that's really, I'm 155 pounds. I don't think so. But we went by the measurements, and I ordered it, and it came. And I tried to put it on. I tried to make that thing fit. And I just kept thinking, geez, I must be doing something wrong here. Not lacing it down. You know, what am I doing? I actually wear a 2X. Okay, so I wrote the lady and I told her, I said, I know I'm supposed to do a video showing this corset on, but it doesn't fit. And I sent her photos showing how much too big it was, and I sent her my measurements and things. Her size chart was wrong. So she sent me a 2X to replace the 4X. So I have both now. I got to keep both. So I have one to give away to somebody if I ever find somebody that can wear that size. And that was very nice of her. But I think it was because I went to her and I said, hey, you know, these are my measurements. This is what your chart says. It doesn't fit. And it helped her because she's not going to have all these all these returns coming back to her of, oh my gosh, it's the wrong size. So, you know, and if you guys have questions, leave them in the box below. Oh, you're right, Jessica. Corsets are very tricky. And I have learned that even sometimes the way they are made, one might fit and one not. I'm pretty good with a 2X, but there's some I wish I would have got a 1X in. I mean, it just, and I hate the way they fit me in the top. I always feel like they just, I don't look like Dolly Parton in a corset, okay? I wish I did, but, yeah. And it may just be that I'm not putting them on right and don't have the experience to, you know, get them tightened down. So I do the best I can. As far as the jealousy, back to that, I know. It bothers me, and I'm going to tell you why. I know why I get a lot of the items that I get because the sellers tell me. They appreciate me doing the videos for them, for one. They really, really appreciate that. Clothing, they love to see the videos of you showing the clothing. Okay, and something else, and I did this not really thinking about it. It was just, I saw another reviewer do it, and I was like, oh yeah, I give my height and my weight in my review. That way people can look, and they can say, oh, you know, she's 5'1", she's 155 pounds. This is what I am, so I can adjust the size I order based on her. They can watch it in the video. I prefer my clothing a little bit looser. Some people like theirs a little bit tighter. You know, they can see exactly what that looks like on me, and they can see my dimensions and not just guess, and that helps. Hi, Carolyn. That helps the buyer out there because, you know, it's frustrating to buy an item and have to send it back. It really is. And a lot of people won't even do it. They'll just throw it in their closet or give it away and say, you know, forget it. So I feel as a reviewer, it is our job, number one, to really tell the truth about the products we review. And thank you, Brianna. And really try to help the buyer, you know. Something else that I learned for you reviewers out there. I know most of us don't do this, but if you want to get your review on Google, on the front page of Google, within 5 to 12 hours after your video is uploaded, if you're doing YouTube, do a how-to title. Okay, you could do like how to wear a corset plus review. If you're comfortable, you know. I could have done how to assemble a crossbow. Okay. Now, here's something else that I learned, and I have not done this because Amazon says you cannot charge per their terms of service for reviews, but what you can do, if you're not reviewing on Amazon, you're reviewing on your blog, you're reviewing on YouTube, you're reviewing, you know, any place that it's not against the terms of service to charge. You can charge them for that. Go look up what the cost is for the front page of Google. Go look that up. Okay, we are talking about, they're giving us a couple $100 item. If we do our videos right and get it on the front page of Google, they just got $5,000 plus in advertising for that one item they gave us. Okay, so my advice to you is, ladies, I know we all start with the cell phones, the supplements, and gentlemen, if any of you are out there, you know, we all start with these low-end items. Okay, this is how we get our start. Start upping the ante. Okay, we don't have to stay at $5 and $10 items forever, because it does take time. It takes, you know, like I said when I started, it takes the time to review the item. It takes the time to video the item. It takes all of this time. And if you don't have a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. I cannot say this to you enough. Start a YouTube channel. Hi, Jennifer. We are going to video. Whether any of us like it or not, we are going to video. All of these companies want video, and that's how I have leveraged some of the items that I've got. I've gone to them and I've said, I can shoot 4K video. And then I turn around and I say, I know not everybody can view 4K video right now, but that's okay, because when the conversion happens, your video is going to be primed and ready for 4K. Okay, we're not going to have to redo the videos and redo the reviews, because we're going to be ready to roll. Okay, I don't have expensive camera equipment. I do have a Canon TSI. I don't use it. I use my iPhone 6S Plus to video with. I have an iographer to hold my phone with. I have a small light that sits on top of my iographer, and I have a lapel microphone. And I have I'm looking up, iStabilizer dolly to hold it all with. And it has wheels, so I can roll it along. I'll show you. Do you see how smooth that's moving? So I can roll this wherever I want it. Okay. I got the iographer for review. When you guys get on YouTube and get your channel going, I have to think about this. There's a company called Grapevine. Google them. Content Boulevard. I know FameBit. Now I'm going to get FameBit. You have to have 5,000 people on your YouTube channel now. I do not have 5,000 people in because I was invited and grandfathered in. Don't ask me why. I don't know what they saw on my channel that they liked, and don't hate me. Just do your best on your YouTube channel, and you're going to get the invitations too. You know, I guarantee it, because they need us. They need us to do reviews. If you guys have questions, leave those, please, so I can answer them. And if you're a reviewer and you don't have a blog, I encourage you to start a blog. I know there's a lot of free services out there that you can start a blog with. I don't want to say don't look into those. My decision back in 1998 was to buy my own domain and go with a self-hosted website. I just thought that was the better option, because then I can do what I want to do. The only thing that I might have to eventually do is go to my own server. Okay, Jessica wants to know, how do I do YouTube if I only have mobile available? Jessica, YouTube actually has a mobile app. It's called Creator Studio, I believe. I can't shut my phone down. Hi, Akimi. And look, but there are at least 2 mobile apps from YouTube. I think the other one's called Capture. Okay, and you can use those. Hi, Renea. I hope I said your name right. I bet I didn't. You can use both of those, but I'm going to tell you what I do with YouTube. I have an app, and I paid for it like maybe $5. It's called Webcast Go. I think that's what it's called. I will put all of these apps down here. If you go to experimentalhomesteader.com/DD, there are 12 blogger apps, the whole article, and look at that. I think it's called Webcast Go, and it will let you go into YouTube. And the really cool thing about this app, I love it, you can put a photo in there and you can pull it right up while you are live streaming on YouTube. Hi, Amy. And for those of you that are hesitating about live streaming, we have Facebook Live, we have Periscope, and we have YouTube you can live stream on. I've heard something about Instagram, but I'm way behind on that, so don't ask me there. I know there's Blab. A lot of people talk about Meerkat. I have not done Blab or Meerkat, but I've done Periscope. I've done Facebook Live, of course, and YouTube Live. Going live is going to bring in a lot of viewers that you're not going to get with your canned videos. Okay. Brianna, do you post all reviews on your blog or only reviews of products related to your theme? Okay. Brianna, I was doing all reviews, and then I decided, forget this. Oh, thank you, Akimi. I am now going, I'm starting to pitch. Scary, but I am. I am trying to go with things that are my blog theme, or if it's not my blog theme, it has to be something that I really, really want. But we did the bows and the crossbows. Like I said, I've got 4 from this guy so far. I got 1. I negotiated back. I said, you know, I cannot afford to pay for this. This is not an item that I need. But here's the deal. I said, I write on Homesteading Topics. And I said, the preppers and the homesteaders, I said, they're going to love bows and crossbows. I said, if it's so good with my theme, I said, I'll do 4K video. I'll put it on YouTube. I'll put it on social. I'll do your Amazon review. I said, I really want to do this. And, you know, I was just honest with him. And he gave me 1. And it came, and we didn't have arrows or anything. I have some around here, but they were for like a child's bow. So we got with a friend of Jeff's, and he helped us do the video. And the guy was so impressed, he just gave me 3 more. And I'm so disappointed with the video I put up tonight because I've had vertigo come back again. And I've had some issues, and Dustin wasn't able to help us. And so it was really windy out the day we went out and shot the video, and we have some sound problems. I'm not really an editor, so I had to put it up like it was. I told the guy, because I know there's a problem, but we was dealing with a deadline. We was dealing with some health issues with me. I'm going to go back and reshoot this, and I'm going to, you know, I tell them, you're going to get your initial video, but if it's something related to my blog, I'm going to use it over and over. I'm going to show it on live video. I'm going to show it on, you know, canned video. And another thing about YouTube, you can put your Periscope and your Facebook Live videos on YouTube. Yes, they're positioned the wrong way. People will still watch them. Don't listen to people that tell you they won't. The other thing about YouTube, do your channel art. Okay, if you can't do it, I did all mine on Canva. It's free. But if you can't do it, ask somebody. Okay, somebody is going to be willing to help you because it only takes a few minutes. Choose a color, get your branding right, do your thumbnails. Okay, I heard a guy talk last night. He has 90,000 subscribers. He'll have 10,000 more within the next month at the way he's going on YouTube. And he said when he went back and did all his old thumbnails, his numbers started increasing like crazy. His videos picked back up, the ones that were long dead. I've been going and doing that. I can tell you there is an increase in numbers. My channel grows kind of slow, but I think it's my topic. And I'm all over the place. You know, I'm doing reviews, I'm doing homesteading things, I'm doing blogging things, I'm doing our daily vlog. So I think that's another, it's a downfall, but it's a plus because I'm attracting different people that want different things. And so I have kind of this mix of people, and everybody doesn't watch every video I do, but that's okay too. And if you guys have questions, please leave them. So I think in regards to the blog, just do the ones, you know, like I said, that either relate or that you truly want, and you need to, if I lose you guys, my connection is going weak. If I lose you, I'll come back on. The things that you really, really want. So I'm sitting here, my phone is just flashing, and I'm wondering if you guys can still hear me. Can somebody let me know if you can still hear me okay? Okay, it's gone. So, okay. I don't know what that was about. But, the other thing that I am starting to do with reviews, hi Maya, if I don't need the product, I pass. There's only so much you can pawn off on friends. Okay, must I show my face to have good reviews? Absolutely not, Jessica. Let me tell you, the number 2 video reviewer on Amazon, out of all of Amazon, the number 2 one, only shows her hands. She does toy reviews. And the only thing in the video is her hands and the toys. So you don't have to show your face. Now, that might be a problem if you're doing clothing. But if you're just doing items, no, you don't. If you're doing videos like I'm doing now, that could be a problem too. But just for reviews, no. Just use your hands and show the product. And that's really what people want. And a good average time for a video review is 3 to 5 minutes. And I know if you guys haven't done this, you're thinking, oh, what can I say? You know, okay, we still have those 1-minute reviews. Hi, Amy. We still have trouble sometimes finding that 3 to 5 minutes. But I'm going to tell you, on a lot of the products I review, the crossbows, the oil press, a lot of the items, we're looking at 20 to 30 minute videos, guys. Hi, Sharon. So it's not, go with the flow, okay? Talk until you run out of things to say, and then let it go. Don't forget to say thank you. Invite people to subscribe to your channel, because they're going to ask for your channel numbers. You can tell them you just started. But it's just a, yeah, and Brianna, going over is fine. I do too sometimes. I mean, I think one of the videos we uploaded was like 35 minutes. And because I'm doing 4K and because I have old equipment, it was a nightmare to upload. I mean, I have to leave my computers on all night. And I hate it because I'm always afraid, you know, what if something goes wrong? But I just try to trust, and I try to do it, and I try to do my best, and, you know. Leslie, okay. Yes, good point. Making notes and key points is really good. To prepare is really good. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't, because I'll tell you, I can get really scattered. And even if I have those notes in front of me, hi, Ian. Sorry, I just really said your name wrong. I can have it right there, and I can say, okay, this is what we're going to talk about, and then something else will come in my mind, and it's gone. So, you know, I'm just very go with the flow, and let's talk about what's happening, and, you know, and I love doing live video, and the reason is interaction. Okay, like the airbrush makeup kit that I did the other night. I don't really know what I'm going to say about it. And I don't do a lot of makeup. I've never done an airbrush makeup kit before. And it's like, okay, what do people want to know about this? So I'm probably going to go watch some YouTube videos of people that have already done this. I'm going to go on Amazon. I'm going to read the reviews, the things people are saying. So I know, you know, and I've already done some. I know one lady said it took about 7 to 10 days of using it every day to get used to it. So, okay, great. I have some practicing to do. Some people complained that it didn't work. It didn't come out right. Well, you have to clean it. You have to clean it after every use. I know that. Some of these reviews that I see, like I said, the drones, I brought this up before. When the drones were being given out for review, I said repeatedly, before you turn your drone on, turn your remote on. Before you ever push a button to fly that drone, get your satellite lock. Pay attention to what you're doing. Don't get distracted, because if you do, your drone's going to fly away. And people had their drones fly away, and then they put the reviews on YouTube. My drone flew away the first time. Okay, that wasn't really the manufacturer's fault. Yes, they could have put better instructions. Okay, I was a little disappointed at some of the instructions that they don't stress this. I had happened to watch a couple classes on Creative Live on flying drones before I got my first one. I also had some that we bought, so I had a little idea. But I also think as a reviewer, it's our job to research and find out what are people saying. What is going on with this product? You know, we need to know the product. I mean, that's just part of the job, people. And something else I want to touch on, because this really bothers me, and I've seen several other bloggers have the issue other than me. Okay, people say, we don't want ads on your site. We don't want ads on your YouTube video. And we don't want, no. We don't want this. Excuse me. I work online. My blog, my YouTube, all the things. Hi, Heather. All the things I do online, that's how I make my income. So I'm sorry that you don't want to see ads, and I'm sorry that you don't want this and that, but the bottom line is you have one of two choices, and I've tried both, and I'm going to tell you one works and one does not. Choice number one is you donate to my channel, you donate to me, you make sure I get enough money to meet my bills, and I will take all them ads down. Okay, we'll go ad-free. I've tried that. It doesn't work. Choice number two is deal with the ads, and please, while we're dealing with the ads, if you see something that truly interests you, go visit those sponsors. Okay, buy the product using the link that you followed from my website, because it doesn't increase your price. I mean, you reviewers and bloggers know this. It doesn't increase the people's price by anything, but we get a little kickback. And that little kickback adds up, and that's how we make our money. And I don't think people realize this. I think, they just think, it's annoying and, whatever the deal is. And I've even had people say to me, well, you need to go get a real job. Yeah, I have a real job. No, I don't go out the door every day for 8, 10, 12 hours, but I am sitting at my computer every single day. Hi, Candace. Yes, I have product online. I just opened a Shopify shop to try to increase my income. And for those of you that have a blog and don't know this, there's a company, DWNLD. Just Google it. It will set up a free app for you for iTunes. Now, if you want to get it on the Google Play Store, if you want to do push notifications, hi Shonda, you have to pay $30 a month. Oh, thank you, Leslie. I have just been, I'm telling you, when my granddaughter got called retarded the other day over her video of her doing that cake, that Claudine cake, that set me off. And I got on and I had 5 or 6 more nasty little comments on YouTube, and it was just like, wait a minute. So, hi Tanner. So I've decided to just put it out there, and I guess if people don't like it, they can click off my video. I mean, they want the free information. We are providing that for them. So the least that they can do is tolerate our ads. Click on some of them, leave us some comments, sign up for our newsletter, show us some love back, because we're the ones really behind the scenes working our butts off to get the information out there to them. And so that's how I feel about it. I mean, but like I said, that just really, when adults have to pick on a 7-year-old, that's pretty bad. You know, and some people have been on my case since the situation at Christmas. And, you know, I'm sorry, but as I said, things happen. You know, unexpected situations happen, and, you know, they just do. Oh, Candace, you're right. YouTube is not a breeze, but it's worth it. It's really, really worth it. I started my YouTube channel. Well, okay, let me back up. Oh, thank you, Leslie. She was adorable. And I'm glad that she didn't get to see anything. She had gone home with her mom, and I had told her her mom was furious. I don't know if Sarah's still on here, but her mom was furious. I was pretty furious. I reported everybody, and then I deleted comments because I don't want people seeing that stuff, you know. And I just lost my train of thought. Yes, okay, I know where I was. Thank you, Candace. Jerry started my channel. Some of you know Jerry was my deceased husband. He started my channel back, oh geez, I'm thinking in the 90s, the late 90s, or no, let me take that back. It would have been the early 2000s. Because I saw YouTube and I knew that I wanted to do video, but I didn't have a clue. And so some of my old video are really pitiful, and the video quality really bites, and but I'm not going to take them down. I have one that is just awful as far as audio and video quality, but it has 30,000 hits, and it is my most popular still to this day. And so it's like, okay, people are still viewing it. They're still getting the information. I may eventually redo it. But for now, it is what it is. And, you know. But I think, like I said, if you have the capability and you're doing YouTube now, go ahead and do the 4K. It's slower to upload. It's a little harder to deal with. I use iMovie on my iPhone, and I use iMovie on my iMac, except now I've got a problem with, and I think it's because I'm on beta on my iMac, because iMovie on my iMac will not let me upload. So I'm direct hooking my iPhone into my PC, and I'm using the YouTube upload to go that way, and it'll take it in 4K that way. So it's not perfect, the technology, but you're going to be glad that you went ahead and got ahead of the curve. And this is something that I learned about Martha Stewart. She always tries to stay ahead of the curve. Okay. This is how she stays on top of things and continues her popularity all these years. Now, yes, I heard she has a staff of 600. I don't know for a fact that's true, but that's what I heard. So she has a lot of people helping her. A lot of us, like me, are just one person. But stay a step ahead of the curve. Take the time to learn the technology. Stay on top of it. It's not hard. If you have questions, I'm always here. You know, send me a message. Leave me a note on my Facebook page. Because I try to stay pretty up on the technology. The same thing with apps. If you're not using apps, you know, my question is, why not? I have an iPhone. I have another app that I use. It's called Stillshot. Like I said, go check those 12 blogger apps out on my blog. It literally grabs the video and takes you frame by frame, hi Shandy, through the video so that you can pick the perfect, you can do it as a photo, you can use it as a thumbnail, which is what I'm doing now. And that's going to give you, like I said, your thumbnail. Now, I'm with Full Screen, so I'm networked on YouTube, and they have a thumbnail creator, but I'm going to tell you something. After going through the one-on-one consultations with YouTube that I've been going through since the first of the year, and learning what I've learned, I'm going with Canva to create my thumbnails, because I can do my signature color, which is pink. I can set the thumbnails, hi Danielle, I can set the thumbnails to be different according to, is it a gardening video, is it a review video, is it my daily vlog, you know, what is it? And once they're saved in Canva, I can go in and pull that up. All I have to do is change the information in the picture. I mean, it is so easy. And if you're not using Canva, that's my next question for you. Why not? Oh, I know, Candace. I am so disappointed in Fullscreen because I signed and I thought they was going to do all this great stuff for me and help me get the sponsored post on YouTube. And I was so ready for all of that. Because one of my issues is pitching. And I thought, won't that be great? And I am so disappointed. And 3 days into that contract, I wrote them and I told them that I would like to cancel the contract because there was nothing there for me. You know, you have to have X number of subscribers before they even want to deal with you. And what I have found out, the more subscribers you get, the companies come to you. You don't need them. You don't need to give them a portion of your money. Oh, yeah, I know, Candace. And, you know, I'm not a huge YouTuber. And when I get there, why do I want to give somebody else my money for something I can do myself? I mean, I would rather give another individual person that needs a job my money than to give it to a corporation. You know, that's how I feel about it. You know, I could hire somebody in the community that needs a job to come in here and set and make thumbnails or whatever I needed. And so I'm very disappointed, and Fullscreen wrote me back and said that I was in that contract for 3 years, and I'm like, wow. Okay, I'm reading Leslie's. You're so awesome and helpful. Thank you, Leslie. Don't let anyone bring you down. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. I know those people are judgy. They need to get over themselves. They do, Leslie. They need to get over themselves, and they need to get a life. I mean, I know people are probably sick of me saying that, but they need to get a life. If they spent the time that they spent bringing other people down and judging other people, doing the work and doing their reviews and doing their blogging, they would be so much further ahead and probably happier too. Really? Yeah, mine is 3 years, Candace. And I was just like, wow. I found another company I was checking out, and I don't remember the name of it, but they were from Canada, and the lady called me so many times and let me in to actually see what the back end of everything looked like, and I did like them. I felt like that might be a little more value if I was going to give up a percentage of my money. And yeah, Candace, that's what Fullscreen told me, was you have to ask to get out. And I forget if it's 3 months before your contract expires or something like that. And then if you get so many subscribers, like if I get 5,000 subscribers, I'm locked in again. And it's just, yeah, not good. So, and I just, I'll tell you, YouTube has done more for me than Fullscreen ever thought about. Okay, 30 days. Okay, I knew it was something like that. But YouTube, Candace, have you done the YouTube one-on-one consultations yet, and the Hangouts and stuff? Because they've brought me into all of that. And yeah, if you're a YouTube partner, which I have been a YouTube partner since, geez, as long as I can remember. It's only if you read your contract, Candace. It's only if you have X number. I think it was 5 times, which is why I said 5,000, because I had 1,000 when I started. And I think it's 5 times if your channel grows 5 times more than what it was when you started, then you're locked in again. So yeah. Was you at the YouTube Mommy Meetup, Candace? I wanted to go to that so bad. I have been doing all mine online, and when they did the next up, which the $2,500 stipend, I wanted to do that so bad, but you have to have 10,000 on your YouTube channel. Okay. And if any of you have questions for me, leave them, because I am watching chat. And I wanted to go to that so bad, and I'm in the middle of Indiana, and there's nobody around me that was going, and I didn't have a way to get there, so it was like, great. That's how I feel half the time. It's like, I want to go and I want to do these things, but I don't have anybody here local that I can team up with and go. And right now Jeff has my car so he can get back and forth to work. So I can't just really take my car and go. But yeah, it sounded awesome, Candace. Oh, Candace, you're in Fort Wayne. We have got to meet. We have got to meet. That's all there is to it. Wow. Because I feel like I'm just, you know, in the middle of nowhere. And I come to Fort Wayne a lot. I like the Country Kitchen Sweetheart up there. And just love that place. So we've definitely got to meet up. But anyway, if any of you have blogging questions or vlogging, like I said, leave them because I'm here and I'm happy to answer. And, you know, I think my big thing tonight is if you know somebody that blogs or vlogs, show them a little bit of love. You know, don't give them a hard time because all of us who do reviews, who do blogging, who do vlogging, we work really hard at this. And maybe it doesn't come across that way. You know, I know that some people think that, oh, we just sit around home all day and maybe watch our soap operas and, you know, do whatever we do. No, we're working. I eat supper every night in front of my computer. I eat my breakfast in front of my computer. I eat my lunch in front of my computer. I get up in the morning. I go to my computer first thing. My iPhone goes with me everywhere, and even when I'm supposed to be doing other things, I'm paying attention to social media. I'm trying to field questions that people ask me because a lot of people won't ask on the forums. You know, they won't ask under the videos or under the reviews. They PM you. And it sure is time consuming. It really is. And I've been sick, on and off. And that, you know, some days I get up and I just think, wow, another day. But I enjoy it. And so I keep pushing forward. It's just what we do. I mean, those of you that have an outside job, you know what you have to do. And it's really no different except we get to work at home. And if we feel really crappy, we can sit here in our pajamas. I get dressed every day because I have UPS and FedEx and the mailman. And I don't want them seeing me in my pajamas. But yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. You know, we can choose to sleep when we want and, you know, eat when we want, and a lot of privileges that we wouldn't have if we had a regular job. But along with that comes the hate comments, the nasty PMs, the just things that you couldn't even imagine. And I know that some people say, well, you deserve that. You put yourself out there. No, we don't deserve that. Okay. Newscasters on TV put themselves out there. Do they deserve that? You know, that's their job. Newspaper reporters. And I have worked as both an editor and a reporter, a freelancer for newspapers, for many newspapers. And I will tell you, it's some of the same crap. You write something about somebody that they don't like, and hi, Alicia, they are all over you. The difference is with this, it's online instead of somebody right up in your face. So it is different, but it's still just as annoying. Oh, I absolutely agree, Candace. You know, I don't know how many times that I have been called lazy. My grandmother, she says, now you need to get a job and get off your lazy butt and quit sitting around that house all day doing nothing. You need to help make some money. And, you know, I say to her, Grandma, I do make money. I make a lot more money than I would make if I toted myself to Walmart every day and stood behind that register and checked people out and listened to their crap. And by the way, I have worked at Walmart. And I made it through one Christmas season and I said, never again. You know, people. retail was not for me. I've owned a lot of retail stores, but that was different because since I owned it and it was small and we didn't do advertising like Walmart, I didn't have to deal with some of the same issues of people coming in with their flyers and insisting that they wanted this toy or that toy for their kid, and having to say, I'm sorry, we're sold out, and then they get really irate. And so I'm happy to work at home, but it has its drawbacks. We deal with people calling us on the phone. Okay, I sure will, Candace, and I do want to meet up with you. People call us on the phone and they don't understand, hi Veronica, that maybe we are working and we're right in the middle of coding something and we don't feel like we should ignore their phone call. So we go ahead and answer their phone call and we talk to them, and it is a break for us. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but then we go back to that coding and it's like, oops, what was I doing over here? Or we try to do it when we're on the phone. I'm very guilty of that. And then we go and look and it's like, oh, what did I do? Now I don't have this because very few people come to my door. But I know I've heard some people say, somebody will just drop in at their house and have no respect that they are working. So there are disadvantages to working at home, but, like I said, it's like anything. I have a hard time getting myself away from the computer to go cook a meal or get myself something to drink. It's not laziness. It's just I get really engrossed in my work, and I'm sure some of you do too. And people don't really understand this. They think that it's, just fun time at home. I mean, it's like housewives, people just think that a housewife does nothing all day. And those of you that have been a housewife, that's not true. I'm seeing something outside my door that looks like a coon. That would be a raccoon. I live in the county, so anything goes. But if you guys have questions, leave those, because I think I'm going to wait for a few questions and maybe wrap this up. I didn't realize I've been on here almost an hour. But I've really enjoyed it, and definitely thank all of you for tuning in. I just think people need to realize that we do have a job. We do our job. The blogging and the reviewing field is wide open. The only thing holding any of you back is yourself. Like I said, I've only been a product reviewer, I think, about a year. I had done a few before then, but I had not really got into the whole Amazon thing. And in that year, I went from 6 digits on Amazon down to 4. And it's just because I've worked. I found a niche video, something that a lot of people wasn't doing, and that set me apart. That was, I think it was either Akimi or David Murphy had said something about doing unboxing videos to me. And so I started doing those, and people seemed to enjoy them, and that's how we got into the daily vlog. Hi Tanner, I've been fine. How have you been? And so like I said, it's just, I've worked hard, and you guys can too. There's no reason you can't climb on Amazon. There's no reason you can't start a blog if you don't have one, or increase your blog. I've spent the past 30 days in a couple of blogging classes, because even though I've been around and blogging since 1998, I still have a lot to learn. Things change, people. Technology changes. All kinds of things change all the time. So I've been doing this Learn to Blog class, And you do have to buy the book, which I think is like $20. That's on my blog too. And I've been doing the class, and every day this lady goes through it with us, one step at a time, one task at a time. Well, actually, we're doing 3 a day, but it's one at a time. And I'm going to stay in for round 2. The class is over, but I'm going back for a second round because I feel like it has helped me. But due to some health issues, I kind of missed the last of the class and got a little behind. So I'm going to start it all over again and go through it again. So, hi Taylor. I'm glad you've been great, Tanner. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, well, if any of you think of any, feel free to leave them in the comments, or like I said, just reach out to me, because I'm happy to share, because I feel like sharing knowledge and being supportive of one another is how we're all going to get ahead. You know, we can't do this on our own. We need one another, and we need a support system, and we need encouragement, each and every one of us. So thank you all for watching, and have a great night, guys. Bye.